6. Hey, what's up, everybody? Today is December the 6th. This is Real Time with Prince Blue, and I am Prince Blue, but I think y'all already knew that. Um, I hope everybody is safe, everybody's doing well. I just watched them bum ass Eagles get bent over in a level 3 prison yard with no security around. So, and I used to be a detention officer, so you can imagine what that looks like. But today is gonna be a good episode. I guess you could say a serious episode. And I hope I can keep y'all here. Um okay. All right, schoolboy Meek, you can hop on in 30 minutes. Just let me know and I'll send you the link. Today I'm going to talk about social media stalking, catfishing, and trolling because there seems to be a disconnect on what's the difference between all three. And these are going to be Prince Blue's definition. This ain't going to be fucking Urban Dictionary or Seattle law or some law that was written in because somebody actually got bullied or whatever the case may be. No. This is going to be Prince Blue's definition. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I noticed on social media, um, you see a lot of weird things. Like you see people um tweet DMs or screenshot DMs of somebody talking to them or said something out of line or said something they did not like. And I have no issues with that. My only my only issue is when the energy you put out on social media, when you get the same energy that you put out on social media and then you call yourself wanting to be upset about it or trying to embarrass somebody because you got the same energy they gave you, that's when I kind of draw the line. And before everybody try to get all upset and be like, that doesn't mean you have the right to da 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 da. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you should know on social media, it's not for the people that's not a bit touched or have issues. Social media has given people the I you don't want to say strength because strength should be good. You give people the ability to say or do some crazy shit without repercussions. And they know that and they're able to operate like that because most of the time the people that have been catfished or stalked or whatever the case may be, they may feel embarrassed or they don't want to talk about it or they may think it's not as important to someone else as it is to them. So I'm here to tell you that if it is important to you or if it is getting to you, you have absolutely every right to express that. But where I draw the line is when people invite a certain energy and then it's not the energy that they find suitable for them and then they want to embarrass that guy or that woman or whatever the case may be, vice versa, whatever. So I follow a lot of females on social media and they follow me as well. And I can only imagine being a female on social media and the shit y'all get in y'all DMs that is just totally off the wall and bonkers. And I know that when that happens, some of you find it funny, some of you find it annoying, and then some of you find it disrespectful because, especially when you may know that that person is involved, or that they're one way on the timeline, then they're different in private. And I get that, but the one thing I can say is, when you're doing those things, you have to be ready for what comes along with it. And when I say ready for what comes along with it, men, if you're out there sending unsolicited dick pics and shit like that, then be prepared. If she gives that to your job, or she tweets that out into the Twitter sphere or social media, be prepared for that backlash. And yes, guys, sending unsolicited dick pics is illegal. Um, Especially if you don't know who the fuck you sending them to. What if you send them to somebody that's actually not an adult? Maybe it's a kid or something, or somebody that's underage. You dumbasses! I've never seen an era where men are so anxious to take um silent films about their dicks. Um, who cares? There's a whole valley for that if you want to get into that. And then you're going and you're getting the right lighting, and you're getting props and little top hats and shit like that, and sending it to women. Like, I want to bet that 95% of women don't want to see that shit. And do women probably got like a photo binder of like random dick pics that they've accumulated over the over the years on social media? Like, man, like, what are you doing, yo? I don't know what you're trying to accomplish um when you send unsolicited dick pics to women who don't want it. And I can tell you that a lot of them don't want it. They find it funny. They share it amongst their friends, and your shit is laughed at, and it's put in a folder for, like, especially if your shit ain't appeasing. Like, if women, like, if you try to get tough on a timeline or something, they're like, "Oh, I know he typing in all caps. Let me let me go. Yeah. Okay, here's his. Yep. Send." And boom, your dick pic is all out there now. You embarrassed. Um, so why send it? Like, I don't even care if a woman fucking asks for it. Like, don't send it. Like, I never got the appeal of just sending, like, just laying down on the couch, taking a picture of your dick and sending it to somebody. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, what she gonna say then? Like, oh yeah, that's nice. Okay, what now? She ain't there. Ain't shit happening. You still left by yourself, holding your dick in your hand. I mean, I'm trying to figure out. Fuego, what's up? I'm trying to figure out, like, what is. Like, Terry, yeah, like, Terry will tell you, like, it's so stupid. I'm just using Terry as an example. Like, Terry could be like, today is a good day, it's sunny. And in her DM, she got John 365789 that's saying, I like your curly hair. You want to see my dick? Like, what? I'm just so confused. Like, me, that wasn't even remotely close to saying, okay, man, send me your dick pics because I'm feeling depressed. Like, and what makes you think that could cheer somebody up? Like, oh man, I've had a rough week. Like, man, it's crazy. It's been crazy at work. You got a man somewhere that's like, you know what I think could cheer her up? A picture of my dick. I'm here to tell you that that doesn't cheer him up. Like if a woman's on the internet and saying, "Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to make my rent. Like shit is tough right now." Your dick is not gonna pay the bills. Like instead of sending your dick, ask what her cash app is. Do something like that. Like I don't get that part. But I want to break down the difference of catfishing, trolling, and stalking. Let's start with stalking. Stalking is like a no-no. Like we've all watched ID channel. We've seen what stalking leads to. And when I mean social media stalking, I mean if you're blocked on Twitter because you're a creep and she's not feeling you, you find her on Instagram and you typing all types of crazy shit trying to get to her. She block you on that. And then you find her on Facebook and you typing all types of weird shit for you. Then she block you on that. Then you find her on Twitch and she block you on that. You find her on Venmo, she block you on that. Anything where you can message her and she blocking you and you keep messing with her, that's stalking. Or you're like finding her accounts on social media, or you're telling other people on social media about her and things personal about her. You may or may have not had a relationship prior and it didn't work out, and now you're stalking her across all the platforms. That's stalking, especially when she's starting to feel threatened or unsafe or afraid of what you're doing that's damaging her and causing mental and sometimes physical stress to her. That's stalking, or to him. I mean, I'm just used to saying her because that's normally what happens, but it could be men too. Um, that's stalking. Catfish is when you deliberately try to pretend to be somebody else in order to get something from somebody, either physically, emotionally, financially. That's catfishing. Catfish is like if I pretend to be a woman online and I'm sitting all and it's a different and I'm actually a totally different person than the picture you see of the person I'm trying to present, and I'm trying to get something out of you. That's what that is. That's what catfishing is. Um we've all seen catfish with Neve and his buddy, whoever it is, that by the way is weird as shit that they stay in hotels together all the damn time. It's just weird. It's a weird relationship between Neve and what's the other guy's name? Somebody help me. What the hell are they names? It's just weird. For the longest time I thought they were together. I just couldn't understand it. Like, and then after a while, you could tell people were just calling in with some weird ass examples. First of all, let's talk about catfishing. How the fuck you been texting back and forth somebody for 3 years and you haven't meet them? And every time you try to meet them, something comes up. Like you can't be that fucking lonely that you like, I'ma hold out hope for this person because they may meet me. Listen, and then some of the pictures be off the chain. They be like, yo, what do your girlfriend look like? And they show them the picture, and you can tell it's from like a back page magazine from a back page. Like, dude, you really thought a girl on the internet who couldn't find a man looks like this and is texting your frumpy looking ass? Like, after a while, I didn't feel sorry for people that got catfish anymore. Because you can't be that stupid. It's so easy to find people or things. And why didn't you just? I know you're not supposed to just pop up and see people, but people have legit like flown somewhere and was supposed to meet somebody, and they're like, oh, my My ant farm fell on the floor, and I'm upset. They died, so I won't make the trip. What? I give a damn about your ant farm. I just spent $600 on this plane ticket. That's the people I don't feel sorry for. That's catfishing. That's catfishing like a motherfucker. Like I, I don't know whether to salute people who can catfish like that or to be pissed off. Now, trolling. Trolling is what that's what I do. Now, there's different degrees to trolling. When I troll, I don't even create. I just change my picture in the name. When some people troll, they change their whole account. No, I don't do that. I use different account. I don't use a different account. Like I changed my name to Anna Hotford. I think it was like a week and a half ago. I didn't change, so you can see Anna Hotford at Real Prince Blue. So with that, because for those who don't know, Al Horford was traded, and his sister never liked Philadelphia. She used to always talk shit about Philadelphia. So when she was on her way out, she said some less than glowing things, and Sixers fans was giving it back to her. So prime opportunity, I changed my name to Anna Hotford and then just changed the picture. But remind you, it still says at Real Prince Blue at the end. And it all takes you tweet out. I tweeted stuff out like I can't wait to leave this dump. Philly is dumpster juice. Like OKC is going to be a real place to where me and my brother can thrive. And people was like, "Fuck you, bitch! Get out of town! I hate you! Like your brother's whack. You stupid." Remind you, all they got to do is keep reading. Anna Hotford at Real Prince Blue. People was going off, and then the DMs came. And then the DMs came where dudes were like, "You so hot. I hate that Philly fans are treating you this way. I wish you the best of luck. Um, don't worry about it. Wink, 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 wink. Uh, shit like that." And then one guy legit with his woman in the Abbey said, "I hate that they doing you like that. Your brother didn't get a fair chance. Maybe we could get a drink sometime." Okay, I was just joking, just joking. LOL. Boom. So then I screenshotted that and I put it on the timeline. And then they was getting on him like, "Dude, that was real smooth with your girl in the Avi. Um, tweeting back or whatever, or being in somebody's DMs." And then he comes back in my DM and he's like, "Yo, you took that out of context. I was just joking. I didn't really want to drink with you." He still thought I was a woman. See, that's the shit I'm talking about. Like you do read. And people was telling him people was like, "Yo, well, she's a guy, so," and he just kept on. That's trolling. Cause I can't help it that people can't freaking read. That's trolling. And I'm not in it to gotcha or to catch people. I'm just doing it for laughs on the timeline. I can't help it that dudes can't read and they so damn horny that they in people's DMs. And it wasn't single men. It was married men in my DMs. They had thought that Anna Horford followed them. If you're a married man, there's no reason you should be saying thanks for the follow in a woman's DM. Say it on the timeline. "Hey, I appreciate the follow." Why are you in a DM? This is the shit that gets you caught out there. You don't need to tell a woman thanks for the DM, thanks for the follow in her DM. That doesn't make any sense. What if your woman was in somebody's DM talking some thanks for the follow? Now, don't think I'm just gonna be getting on the men. Ladies, y'all be trolling and shit too now. Y'all know damn well that these men out here don't read. They anxious to show pictures of their eggplants. So y'all be saying the most simple shit, and y'all know it's gonna get a rise out of it. Like y'all be like, oh man, y'all be like, oh, I'm about to cook. Like, what should I cook? And y'all got a picture of y'all like in y'all drawers with like an empty pot on the stove. Like, y'all know men ain't gonna give a damn what you cooking. And y'all know y'all be doing that. And I've had a woman tell me straight up, she was like, sometimes a woman just want to feel good about herself. So, she'll get dressed up or whatever. She'll take some pictures and she'll put them out there. That's fine and dandy. I got you. But you should know what you're dealing with. Men are visual creatures, and why men are visual creatures. A good way, good evidence to show that men are visual creatures, because women captions be pure trash, but if the picture is right, men are commenting. Women can be, their caption can be bump skiddity bum hump, and men are like, that's right, queen, you look good. What? She didn't say shit. Or when they bent over and they like, the sun rises to the east and everybody know that the west is all good. That's right, queen, you look good. Never mind, she just said the most dyslexic fucking caption of all time. You look good, queen. Well, congratulations. If you ever get a chance to bone, none of y'all can read. Good job. You look good, queen. Like, stop that shit, man. Man, y'all be sipping hard. I'm like, I be trying to understand. And the women know that. They know that. Like, when a woman is like a 10 and she's been on like 80 magazines and she knows she look good, she'll post a picture and she'll be like, oh man, my third fingernail is ugly. And you simps go off the deep end. No, queen, no, you still perfect. Any man that don't like your third fingernail, he's stupid. I will worship you. Like, bruh, she ain't asked for all that shit. Like, she said her third fingernail is ugly. Unless you Ming Young's spine nails, you shouldn't be answering. What can you do for her third fingernail? Nothing. Unless you want to pay and get it done. Or somebody who owns a salon. Right. No Divis X. You are exactly right. Better off telling her she's beat. That might get your comment. Case in point, Joy Taylor. Y'all know whenever Joy Taylor posts something, it's Simp Central. Everybody loves Joy Taylor. Well, a week and a half ago, before Thanksgiving, everybody was saying how she looked good, you look good, blah, blah, blah. The one guy that was like, yo, make sure you don't eat a lot of Thanksgiving because you don't put on a lot of weight. You don't put on a couple pounds. She went off on him. Never mind the 8 million other simps that is giving her props. She went off on my dude. And then she proceeds to tweet at everybody. She was like in her feelings. I don't know if she sipped some wine, but she was like really, really mad. I never got that on social media. You get 100 fucking likes and sometimes thousands, everything. You find that one guy that's maybe a troll that be like, your left eyelash is ugly, so I'm good on that. Fuck you, man. Like, I'm bad. Like, you'll do this, you'll do that to me. I'm like, what? Like, why do you care about what he says? Like, I don't get that part, ladies. Like, help somebody help me understand. Like, what does that matter? Um, what that one troll says, it shouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter to me, especially these women that have somebody in their life. Schoolboy Meek, I sent it to your Twitter. I sent the link to your Twitter. If you have a man or a woman that's constantly they're making you secure, like why are you searching for validation from total strangers? And again, when you put that energy out there, you're going to get that type of energy back. Are you built for that? Are you ready for that? Are you ready for the comments that come with that that shirtless pic or you flexing with your money and shit like that? Right, no divots, right? These simps, they be coming to people defense. That's why my favorite thing to say to people, men or women, like if a man is defending a man or a woman's defending a man. Oh my bad. I I love I love to be like, yo, bro, she or he ain't gonna fuck you. So I don't know why you so damn excited to defend somebody. And some of you be some of you be riding harder for people that's not for people that you're not in love with or that you don't love. Like I've legit seen men with they woman on Twitter with them go harder for a total stranger than they go for their women. They woman be getting cussed out left and right, told they ugly or they sad or they can't cook or they cornbread dry as fuck. Whatever the insult is. And that man be silent as shit, like he at work, he can't see his phone. But if a celebrity or something, if Cardi B or something get it, oh y'all just hating cause she making money, blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, what happens? Why you wasn't defending your wife when somebody said her hairline is receding and she looked like a gremlin? Where was you then? Like why was you riding hard? You know what I'm saying? Uh, I got my boy Schoolboy Meek. He about to come in. He gonna help me out. He fresh out of Twitter jail. You know what I'm saying? Somebody put him. Yo, that Twitter jail ain't no joke. Yo, you be wanting parole. You be writing pardons. You be you be hoping somebody can get you up out of there, yo. But my boy Schoolboy, what up?
What up, Blue?
Man, nothing, man. Like, man, what happened, man? Why you end up in Twitter jail? What happened?
Man, because I tried to tell Joe Jiggle my nuts to jiggle on my nuts, and he wasn't having it.
so, so soon as you tweeted that, you was in jail.
Yep.
Yo, he's such a weirdo, man. Like, if anybody need Chris Hansen to follow them around, it's Joe Giglio.
That
Just because his
you ain't
face.
lying.
And I'm not saying he does something. I'm just saying his face. Like, he just looks like Chris Hansen should be like an angel on his shoulder. Like,
He
put that
probably
phone
has the
down.
most punchable face I think I've
Bruh.
ever seen in Philadelphia sports media.
His face be like this. He be like, he look like he laughed just like that.
He went to the same college my sister went to, and I still can't stand him.
Bruh, like he's such a and it's clear that he has an agenda and he's trying to push it or whatever. But
He,
we'll
he,
get
he
back to him. Go ahead.
he's
Go
trying to
ahead.
push his PP up Spike Essence gas hole. So that's all
Listen,
I gotta say.
Spike
He
always,
he a New Jersey, New York fan working in Philadelphia. How can you rock with that? Is what I'm saying.
Because everything Spike touches is gold, so he's able to do shit like that. That's why
When was the
that
last
happened.
time Macklemore had a hit record? Is what I want to know. Because that's the last time I guess
Wait a
Spike
minute,
Eskin been
Macklemore.
relevant.
Is that the guy that the thrift store song?
Yeah,
Like, what happened to him?
they stopped using that instrumental about 2.5 years ago.
So, school with me. We talking about the difference between social media stalking, trolling, and what was the third one I had? I had it was trolling, social media stalking, and somebody help me out. I forgot. What's the other one that people do that makes people upset? Catfishing. There we go. Um, when you know which one I do, you know which one I be doing.
Oh well, the
I be
catfishing, right?
well, no, I don't catfish. You know, I troll. I
Nah, you be
troll.
doing the trolling. You be doing the trolling.
Yeah. So when you see me do the trolling, what do you see that always gets people caught up?
Shit, I mean, all I do is laugh, but I mean, I guess the the everyday citizen doesn't like it. I
Hmm.
mean, everybody got a tissue paper ass, so I guess that's it.
Because I'll be trying to tell people, like,
You be
I,
keeping it real. That's the issue. You be keeping it real, and nobody likes that.
it's so weird because like I told the people that's listening, I don't change my name, I don't change my account. Like people just don't read. Like they don't read. Like I don't even change my bio anymore. Like I'll change the picture and the name, and my bio clearly says unapologetic black man, retired police, retired army. But I just got a picture of a woman, and people still like read, man. Like they see a
Man,
pair of
Twitter's
breasts and they
full of
like,
simps. What can I tell you?
I'm
Simps and
like,
dumbasses. What can I tell you?
oh man, I just be trying to figure it out because I'm like, what makes you DM a woman and just think that that's gonna work? Like I be trying to figure that out. Like you be in DM like, oh man, like you look good, like call me. Like what? Like
What, they
I
calling
mean,
their mom's landline, leaving a voicemail?
I don't know what it is, man. It's like this pandemic got people thinking that everybody's a possible notch on their belt. That everybody can get it. No, everybody can't get it and don't want it.
I
Like,
thought Pornhub had a Black Friday sale.
listen, I listen. Cyber Monday or whatever you want to call it. But even that's not good enough. Like people be out here and they be like, look, I want the real thing. So I'm gonna see if I could tweet this celebrity, this blue check, and see if they pick me out of a million other guys that's doing the same shit. Like I swear, man, like I don't
My
know.
Twitter claim to fame, I'm 23. My Twitter claim to fame is retweeting an Ariana Grande tweet when I was like 15 on a follow for a retweet spree. All right. That's my Twitter claim to fame. All right. Like that's what I got. That's what I got.
Oh man, I've had so many.
That's
Um,
what I got.
I remember when I was Jane Slater from the NFL Network. Oh, I was Jane Slayer. You know how many blue checks followed me when they thought that I was the real Jane Slayer? And then, by the way, I got the screenshots when y'all tried to unfollow real quick, and then they unfollow when they realized that wasn't the real Jane Slater. I'm like, you horny fucking bastards! Like, look at you! Like, look at you! Like, that's trolling. Like, come on, man! Like, y'all
I
gotta be
swear, I
smarter than
swear you
that.
should make a bridge as your header photo. because you're the biggest goddamn troll. Let me tell you what. Like,
I've been
let me tell
told.
you
I've
what.
been told.
You got 40-year-old men, married men at that, DMing you when you got Anna Hortford as your Twitter name.
Thanks for the follow, yo. You look good.
Let me tell you, I could not. The Eagles are fucking trash, but let me tell you what, I still go to Twitter and look at it. I'm a still roast, jiggle my nuts, and ES pussy, and I'm a still get thrown into Twitter jail once a week. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm gonna just do it. They delete
And,
my
and
account. All right, like whatever. I'll make another one. It's all good. You can't get rid of me. I'm like the
and
plague.
and it's like they really legit people legit be they be in their feelings like somebody be like, oh, somebody be like, fuck you, and then you'll be like, yo, won't you shut the fuck up, big head, and they'll block you. Like, wait, like, or they'll
Oh, like
report you to
Stroganoff
Twitter.
block me. You put a tweet out and say, "Yo, if you follow me or support me or have any interaction with me, you're gonna get blocked by Brown Tooth and Stroganoff." I was
Yes,
like, "All right, I knew Brown Tooth already blocked me. Like, it was what it was. I came at him. I had a funny tweet. It was what it was. He blocked me. All right. I woke up the next morning. Oh, Natalie Stroganoff blocked me. All right, bet, bet.
it.
When's
I
Miss Ellie's coffee cup spilling racist ass gonna block me next?
I think he has me on mute. I think he doesn't want to block me because he's worried that that might prove that I got to him. But I mean, it's like a free fall on Twitter, and it's entertainment. As soon as people realize that, they'll be better off. But like I was saying, you got some I was talking about how you have women out there that are legit, like, I mean, like, stalked, like guys are across all platforms are like stalking them, and police got to get involved and shit like that. And I'll be trying to figure out, like, how does it get to that point? Like how does it get to that point, and where does it stop?
My issue is, I think it gets to that point where you just don't have any remote female interaction in your entire life. Like,
Hmm.
you basically thrive off the internet interaction with females. You swiping right, downloading Tinder Gold or Bumble or whatever, trying to get any type female interaction. And then when you don't get it, you just turn into a fucking asshole. Like, I mean, I sit there and go, dude, if if a girl don't want to talk to you, then a girl don't want to talk to you. Like, you should just leave it at that. You don't gotta turn into a fucking creep. Cause my biggest issue is, you turn into a creep. What do you think how do you think that helps you? Cause it doesn't. No girl wants a creep. Like, all you're doing is hurting your case. If you get labeled as a creep, you know, girls talk, men talk, girls talk. You get labeled as a creep, people are going to find out, whether it be online or in different friend circles or whatever. You're going to get labeled as a creep. So I just never understood that. Why you act a certain type of way. In what world do you think acting that way is going to be beneficial for you?
Well, of course, I can't speak for a creep because I'm not one, but what I've seen is after a while, any reaction is a good reaction to that creep. Even fear,
Nah, you're
um,
right. You right on that.
Any type of emotion, because let's be real, it's about power. It's not even about eventually getting with that person. It's about, I ruined that person's day, or just when they see a message from me, I know that it elicits a certain response, and that feels good.
I
And
mean,
that's
what?
when,
There's like 10, 12 seasons of Criminal Minds at this point now, all
yeah,
about creeps like that. Like, I
yeah.
mean, some people thrive off that. Like, I don't understand. Like, it skeeves me out personally because I just sit there and go, I mean, and some people get off on that, which is what's really, really, really weird. Like,
Hmm.
they get off on the fact that they skeeve somebody else out, or
Hmm.
they disrupt that person's day. Like, that just, it never made sense to me. Like, how could you, if you're trying to talk to a girl or you're trying to get with a girl, how does skeeving her out or creeping her out going to help you? Like, it doesn't compute in my head. That's like saying 2 + 2 = 37 to me.
Hmm.
Like, it don't make no sense.
Well, sometimes I legit honestly think that a creep, some of them don't realize they are a creep. So they think like they're getting somewhere or it's working. Like,
Oh,
like
I've
that.
seen it.
I,
I've seen it. I'm 23. I've seen it.
hmm.
I've seen it all. I've seen the outcast of the class try to talk to a girl or do XYZ, or this kid I went to high school with, actually, funny story. He was a straight up, he was an odd person. I was nice to him because, I mean, hey, you're a human being. I'm going to be nice to you. I mean, we didn't have any common interests, but I'm going to be nice to you because you're a human being. I don't care. But he would like every single post within 5 seconds of this girl posting it. And he wrote a poem to this girl about her eyes because she had two different color eyes. And it was like, and the girl he wrote it to was literally one of the sweetest girls I ever went to high school with. And it was just like, she couldn't, she wasn't capable of really kind of checking him for being that creepy. She just kind of went, haha, thank you very much, thank you, thank you. But wrote a poem about her eyes, and had a 16 paragraph stanza on how much he loved her. And it was like, bro, I mean, man to man, you've tried to talk to her about 87 different times over the last 3 years that we've gone to high school together. Like, I don't think that's it, Chief. Like, I don't think that's it. You know what I mean? Like, I,
yeah,
I've been,
but
I've been rejected. We all been rejected in our lifetimes. So it's like, all
yeah,
right, you gotta take the L, you gotta swallow it, and you gotta move on. Like,
some
you just
people
gotta
can't
take it.
though.
Like, you can't sit there like in your mom's basement writing Eminem stan paragraphs to this person. Like, you just can't do it. You just gotta take it and move on. Like,
So-
that's my thing with it. Like, you just gotta take it and move on. But at the same time, I mean, people are crazy these days. You never know. Like, I try to be nice to everybody to begin with, but you never know. I mean, everybody got their own cross to bear. Everybody got their own shit going on, so you never know.
you never know what may set somebody off. Um, like, you may say something that might be the last damn straw, and they might climb a clock tower and start taking people off or whatever. But
Exactly. And you're a retired police officer and Army vet, you know what I mean? Thank you for your service, by the way. But you've seen a whole hell of a lot more than me. I mean, when my parents went to school, it was the Cold War and hiding under desks and shit like that. And to me, it was, oh, who's going to bring the red folder on the intercom to practice a school shooting drill? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you never know with anybody. And that's why I try to treat people like you don't know what anybody's going through. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, it's also like, hey, if somebody gives you that hint, like, you gotta, as a man, you gotta realize when it's, hey, she's trying to be polite and tell you no. So you gotta just like take that at where it's at. Like, just
Mm-hmm.
because she's a woman doesn't mean that you have any right to try to assert your dominance over her or try to overpower her. Like, hey, if she says no, then that's no, and that's it. Like, it's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that should be it where it's at right then and there. Like, that's it. You gotta take that
Mm-hmm.
L and move on. Like, just because you
But
think, oh, it's a woman,
mm-hmm.
whatever. Nah, she says no. That's a no. That's it. That's dead. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you leave that. You bury that in your backyard like a dead pet.
But I also want to talk far as like men, because men get a raw deal too, because we've seen it where a relationship doesn't work out and then the ex is all in his current girl's DMs trying to explain to her why she shouldn't be with him or why he's such a dog to
Oh,
everybody else.
man, you're not lying.
And I feel like that's not talked about enough, because I guess we as men, we're men, so we're supposed to just take it and just,
Mm-hmm.
just be
Mm-hmm.
okay with it. But that's not fair
Mm-hmm.
either, because it may have just not legit just worked out between you two.
Exactly.
Why not just take that L and move on? But you got a lot of them that don't do it. And that's why I see why a lot of women don't want to mess with a man that either has kids or has some previous relationship that's just it doesn't work out. Like me and my wife, we're watching, well, I've watched it when it first came out, but me and my wife are now binge watching it. The new adventures of old Christine. And pretty much
Oh, my girl wants
I
to
love
start
that
watching that with me. I
I
gotta,
love
I
that
gotta
fucking
watch it.
show. But the premise is Christine is divorced from her husband Richard, and now
Mm-hmm.
Richard is dating a younger woman her name is also Christine. And all through the seasons, they have this weird dynamic to where Christine can't get over Richard, Richard can't get over Christine, and they still, kind of interact and stuff like that. And it's a comedy, but it's a lot of true elements to that, to where, you know, people out there can't quite get over their exes, and they're always inserting themselves in that ex's new relationship for whatever reason or however they do it. And sometimes the woman goes too far, and the man is supposed to just be like, well, he's got to keep explaining it away. Well, the main way, oh, we got a kid together, we had history together. Just because you have a kid together doesn't mean the ex can dictate your current situation.
Oh,
that
absolutely
that
not.
that's not an
Absolutely not.
excuse.
Absolutely not.
And I've seen it to where it can get really, really bad, like, where the kid is used for leverage, or something
Exactly.
that you and the ex was into that the new one might find creepy, and she's saying it now to the, like, it's
Tell me
one of
what.
those
Tell me.
things.
Tell me what book anybody's ever read only had one chapter in it.
I don't, not
I.
even the kids pop-up books. It's
That's what I'm
multiple
saying.
it's multiple pages.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't hold. You can't hold somebody. I mean, like, there's always, you know, different circumstances that change different things, but you can't hold somebody to something that happened that isn't in their past. I mean, you can't dangle something in front of somebody's head about their past that they ain't got nothing to do with. You can't hold something over somebody's head. Like, I've seen that so many times. I mean, it makes no sense. All right, Siri, fuck off. That was my watch, my bad. But you can't, I mean, especially when you can't hold that over somebody's head. I mean, the past is the past. I mean, to some extent. I mean, there are some things, I'm not excusing everything, but at the same time, there are some things where you can't hold something over somebody else's head about something in the past. I mean, just because somebody else was in a previous relationship or had a previous, or had a child in a previous relationship, you can't hold that over their head. And you can't hold that over the child's head either, because that's not fair to either of the two people.
And that's what I mean. It starts getting really, really sloppy and weird and just full of drama. And I just, it all goes back to when you're trying to figure out, like, how did you get there? Um, where's the boundaries? Um, it's all about understanding and realizing that when somebody is telling you something, like, let's be honest, a lot of women, they're really nice when it comes to telling a guy no, or telling them they're not interested. Now it's up
I
for the guy
1000% agree with that.
to read the damn
1000%
tea
agree with that.
leaves. Yeah, it's up for the guy to read the tea, because sometimes a woman can be super nice. It's been times where women will go out like on one date thinking, okay, if I do this, he'll back off. I don't know why, but some have thought that. And it just makes it worse, because now when you're saying no, or you're not totally interested, they taking that a different way. Like, I've seen where I'll be like, as a police officer, I'll show up to a call and I'll be like, this guy is stalking me. And I'll be like, well, let me see the text messages. And they're having conversations back and forth. And I'm like, ma'am, if you don't answer,
Then that's a different
they won't
story.
talk. Right. If you block their number and they continue to call, that's different. But if you're having conversations back and forth,
I mean,
then
if
what do
they're
you
hiding
want
in
me
a
to
tree with
do?
binoculars, I mean, we're talking about something different. But if you're still communicating with this person, and on top of that, if you're still communicating with this person and you haven't said once to them, hey, I'm not interested, I kind of just want to move on, well, then, I mean, from either standpoint, a man can be a stalker, a woman could be a stalker. I mean, whatever. But as a police officer, you've seen it all. You know what I mean? Like, I know you've seen it all. So I sit there
I've
and
seen
go,
enough.
you've seen enough. Facts. Facts. You've seen enough. So you sit there and go, if you're still communicating with this person, like, what's the definition of stalking? Like, because right now, as a police officer, you're in a gray area.
hmm
So what the hell are you going to do in this situation? Like, you going to try to be nice and say, hey, well, have you said anything to this other person? Have you said, hey, I'm not interested, I kind of just want to go on my own way, I want to do my own thing? Like, I could never be a police officer. And I started out college as a criminal justice major, and
hmm
my sister graduated as a criminal justice major. She went to law school, you know what I mean? And I just said, hey,
hmm
that ain't for me. That ain't for me. I
hmm
like working with my hands. I like working in construction. All right. Like, I'll work with wood and nuts and bolts. All right. It sounded a little weird, but
Yeah.
you know what I meant.
I like working with wood and nuts. What? my
Things you can
god.
purchase at Home Depot, not on a corner store in Center City,
Minnesota.
Philadelphia.
Wait a minute. Oh, you say I like working with my hands. I like working with nuts and wood. Stop the show.
It's real time with Prince Blue. What can I say?
Oh man.
Things
But
under OSHA standards.
oh my god. Oh my
I
god.
got
That's
an
a good
OSHA 30
way.
card. Don't tell them.
That's a good way to end it. Man, this has been fun. Oh, Karate, what up? KM, always here at 9. But yeah, man, the fucking nuts and wood. I'm
Blue,
still tripping.
you had
You
me
know I
coming up
gotta use.
thinking I
You
was
know
gonna
I
talk
gotta
about the
use that
Eagles.
one.
Next thing you know, we talking about wood nuts and bolts. How the
Well, you
fuck
know
we get
what?
to this point?
Fuck
It's
it.
real
Let's
time
talk.
with Prince Blue.
Let's talk about, because that was gonna be my final rant. So let's talk about this. What the
Man, what
fuck
the
is
fuck are
wrong
we
with our
doing?
Eagles? Yo, what's wrong with our Eagles?
They are the entire organization. From the team to the coach to the general manager to the water boy. Ain't nobody know what the fuck they're doing.
Not
They
the
don't know
water
what the
boy.
fuck they're doing.
Come on, man. The
The
water boy
water
just gives water.
Now the water boy putting Ike juice in those fucking bottles, all right? You seen the
Gotta
goddamn
be drinking that
gameplay.
eye juice, eye juice, eye juice.
Ike juice.
Man,
They got Ike Reese on the radio from 2 to 6, Monday through Friday, trying to fight for the integrity of this team. Meanwhile, you got Joe Jiggle My Nuts and ES Pussy calling in at 3 o'clock on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever the fuck. I don't even fucking know, man. This team's a shit show.
what's weird is I'm
Throw
trying,
KM on.
hold
I
on.
just saw KM comment. Throw KM on.
Listen, he he's probably driving home right now. But what else gonna say? Listen, this team, I swear, like
Miles
this
Sanders
week
had
went by. This week went by so fast. This week went by so fast. You know why? Because for the first time in a long time, I didn't give a shit
facts.
who was
Facts.
playing.
Facts.
I didn't care
I
who
saw
was
Jalen Hurts
starting.
come in and said, "Shit." I took a break to go take a dump and said, "Shit, let me wipe my ass real quick so I can go see this series real quick." You want to hear some shit Ruben Frank tweeted out? He said Miles
What'd he
Sanders.
say?
He said Miles Sanders carries by drive. First drive, 5 carries. Second drive, 0. Third drive, 0. Fourth drive, 0.
Um, First of all, Rube, I get sick of them damn stats, man. Is that his thing? Is that what
I
he do?
guess
Like they be
before
the most
COVID,
obscure stats.
he was wearing those dirty ass Air Monarchs on quick slants every goddamn visit he had.
All he do, he be like the Eagles are 3-5 when it's raining and black people watch MTV. I'll be like, like Rube, like nobody gives a fuck about them stats, yo. We're fucking losing. Like that doesn't
Ruben
help
Frank should go
me
work for
fix
Barstool.
them damn stats and his Air
Pro
Monarchs.
Football
And
Focus.
you first of all, if he wearing Monarchs, you know them fucking ribs is tender as shit on the grill. Cause like you
Don't be throwing shade at Derek Gunn like that. Derek Gunn ain't wearing no Air Monarchs. NBC Sports laid him off, but he was never wearing them Air
we
Monarchs.
know
That was
two
Ruben
things.
Frank.
We know two ways to know if the food is good. The person on the grill is wearing Air Monarchs, or the woman cooking got that elbow fat. Like it's like It's like real thick.
Oh, you.
She got
But
that big arm with.
here's the thing about the Air
Good.
Monarchs though. They gotta have that freshly cut grass stains on them. He can't be wearing them when he on a tractor. He gotta be using that Toro push mower.
You know, Air Monarchs is still $60.
Bro, I went into Dick's the other day.
Wait a
Dick's
minute.
Sporting
Whoa.
Goods. Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's Sporting Goods. All right. Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's Sporting Goods. I had a coupon. I was buying my dad an Eagles jersey for Christmas. All right. Dick's Sporting Goods. All right. Don't let me tell you the story about how I went to Dicks.com when I was 6 years old trying to get Eagles jerseys. And I got yelled at by my parents. All right. Don't let me.
Listen, I don't know who hasn't gotten caught with Dick's Sporting Goods. Look it up, Dicks.com. Oh, no. I meant tents. I want tents. I don't.
I was trying
Oh
to
my
use a
God.
coupon, like my mom on Kohl's Cash. Like I was trying to use the coupon she was having.
It's it. Air Monarchs is still fucking $60, yo. I went to a Nike outlet and them
Bro, they
shits was
had them on the
$60.
mannequin at Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's Sporting Goods. They had them on the mannequin in the Nike section. They had them on the mannequin. I'll send you the picture. I took
Like
a
what?
picture and say, yo, they really got Air Monarchs on the fucking mannequin here. Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's
Why do
Sporting
Air
Goods.
Monarchs? Why do Air Monarchs have such a bad rep, yo?
I mean, we used to make fun of this kid in my freshman biology class for wearing them.
Wait, whoa! He was in the ninth grade. Oh, you talk about college?
No, the ninth grade.
He was. Yo, his parents didn't love him.
His
Clearly.
mom cut his hair. He had a jitterbug as his cell phone. Got that shit from Rite Aid.
Yo, what the fuck is going on? KM, what's up, man?
What up,
What's up, friend?
KM?
What's up, schoolboy? Yo, you just mentioned Coles. Shout out to Coles and Coles Cash. Wife took me up in Coles for like an hour and a half today. It was rough, yo.
Oh yeah. By the way, Real Time with Prince Blue is brought to you by Karate Mark's Nipples. Um,
Been a minute. Been a minute. Yo, man, they try to hustle you with that Coles Cash. So she was like, she had to do her thing. All right, cool, whatever. And she was like, just grab something that you want. So I seen like an Eagles hoodie, right? Just like a basic black Eagles hoodie. And it was $75, yo.
Oh my fucking god! I know
$75.
exactly what hoodie you're talking about. I try to do the same shit.
Cole's
Try to do the
Cash
same
is a
shit.
hustle, yo. Cole's Cash is a hustle.
They try to give you
That,
that like 15, 25% off coupon on the bottom of the Kohl's Cash. Then you go to use it. Oh, well, Kohl's Cash excludes Nike items, perfumes, dingleberries, and tissues. Uh, I tried to use it 3 times, and they said, "Oh, this coupon ain't valid on this."
you know what I never understood? When they give you the coupon after you purchase something and then say you can use it at the next purchase. And I'm like, so you know what I would do? I would leave the store and then come back in. This is the next purchase now, bitch. And use these cold bucks. How about that? First of all, I got nothing bad to say about Kohl's. I just stepped in a Kohl's for the first time in my life last week. Yep, last week. I've never been to a Kohl's before.
Blue, I
And
gotta hop off real quick. I just want to tell you, thank you for
go ahead.
having me.
Go ahead.
Thank you for having me, and I'm gonna hop on again with you soon.
All right, man.
And hopefully,
Stay off dicks.com.
hey, bro, I was 9 years old. All right, let's just let that sizzle in your spirit real quick. All
You
right,
did not know what a dick was in the ninth grade?
I thought that was Dick's Sporting Goods website.
Okay. Okay. All right, Meek.
All right, peace, Blue.
All right. Oh man. See what happens, KM, shit just goes off the rails, yo. Um, what's good, man? You're mute.
I'm chilling. I was actually hanging out with our boy Jay, watching the game, and yo, shout out to Jay. He took care of me today, yo. Fed me like roast beef, dessert, drinks, like just chilled
Roast
out.
beef. Roast
Yeah,
beef is not cooked though.
hot roast beef, yo. Hot roast beef. Like, actually, you know what? Let me upgrade. It generically a roast beef sandwich. Very thin sliced London broil, very slow cooked, very nice. Primo cheese, primo bread, Philly style, not that North Carolina stuff, And just chilled out, barely watched the game, talk shit.
KM, KM, how
Just got
many you
home.
threw back tonight?
What's that?
How many you threw back tonight?
Nice, just starting. You're talking today. Nah, I seen you and Schoolboy were on. I just want to hop on and say what's up. I'm gonna go hang out
uh,
with my wife, and I seen you were about to sign off. So
yeah, I'm about to
what up?
sign off. I appreciate you, man. Get them nipples off my screen.
Hey, somebody said before it ain't a real time with Prince Blue with it without crying Mark's nipples. You know what I'm saying?
That is true. I need a sponsor, man. I need
I'm,
to get some sponsors,
I'm not
man.
agreeing to that statement, but it has been said.
they're the they're the unofficial mascot of Real Time with Prince Blue.
How about that? I'm like the Rock, but just much smaller.
I thought the Rock's nipples was sewed on because he had like that years ago. No, when I remember back in the Attitude Era. I remember the Rock just started wrestling and he would wrestle in track pants and a shirt. And I was like, why is the Rock wrestling in track pants and a shirt? Well, come to find out, he had fatty tissue removed because he developed what's that, androplasty or whatever the hell that is, when you get that fat on your
I think it's called manistectia. Manistectia.
something. It's
Something.
called something. But years later, I found out that's what he had, and he wasn't fully healed. So he would wrestle in a tracksuit and a t-shirt for like a bunch of pay-per-views and shit like that. I was like, there you go. How about that?
I
Cosmetic nipples.
every now and then I hit you with some shit that you ain't know about me. I touched the Brahma Bull once with my left hand.
Did you touch the Rock?
The Brahma Bull. Touched
Oh,
the
his
Brahma
his.
Bull.
Oh, well, Triple H and Shawn Michaels gave me a high five. We were in I was in Fort Bragg, and they came to the Fayetteville Arena, and they shot a Raw. I don't know if you remember the Raw, but it was the Raw when they were doing the skit about Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon, and they dumped the porta potty and shit on top of them. Well, I was at that show, and as they were going out, we were all down on the first row with our uniforms and shit on, and Triple H and Shawn Michaels smacked my hand.
Is
I
that
was like,
when DX kind of raided with like the military equipment?
no. That was Monday Night Wars. That was way top. And oh yeah, I wanted to. Speaking of that, I got Brian Heffron, aka the Blue Meanie, on next Sunday. He's former WWE and ECW superstar, so he's wrestled. He's been in locker rooms with the best, the greats, the goats. So I got him on next week, and I'm gonna ask him some questions that we all want to know, some locker room shit. It's gonna be fun, yo. So make sure y'all listen to the
And I'm
episode.
gonna sign off with a teaser. Next time we talk, I'm gonna tell you about the time I had the Feast of the Seven Fishes with Viseka Hema,
I've heard about that.
and the time that Joel Embiid FaceTimed me for my birthday.
Get the fuck out of here.
Teaser. Love you, homie. I'll
All
see
right,
you.
love you too, man. I get up with you.
Love you, bro.
All right. Now, so that was Real Time Prince Blue. There you go. Shit just be going everywhere, man. You know what? Somebody once asked me, they was like, damn, yo, what is your show about? I was like, the fuck if I know? I just get on here and talk. Like, you know how some people be like, oh man, it's a little bit of comedy, it's drama, it's improv, it's informational. I just get on here and talk about shit that I've seen or observed in real time. And then 9 times out of 10, y'all be having the same questions I do. And then when you don't, I try to talk about it till y'all have questions. So this has been another episode of Real Time with Prince Blue. Thank you guys and ladies for joining me. Um, Shout out to Karate Mark's Nipples for making an appearance once again. Um, I have a lot of things. I have some things cooking. I can't wait to share it with you guys. Like you thought, because I'm no longer with Last Out. The show stopped. No, 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 no. I'm gonna brag now. Now I know what it feels like to be a free agent in the NBA or the NFL, whatever it is, because people come at you when they know that you're free, and you're so. Um, I can't wait to make the announcement of what I got cooking. It's coming up soon. I think y'all really gonna like this. Y'all gonna enjoy it, and when it happens, uh, podcast, um, Philly radio, Philly airways, whatever you want to call it, Philly streams. That shit ain't gonna be the shit. That shit ain't gonna be the same once I let y'all in on what I got cooking. So with that said, I love y'all. Be safe. Be good. Um, just if you see somebody out there, I know I got off on a tangent, but the show started off about stalking. If you know somebody that's being stalked or having a bad situation that they're uncomfortable with, I please, please, please help them. Get them the help they need. If you can't do it, um get whoever you can involved. They may hate you in the beginning, but it may pay off in the long run, because stalking helps nobody. Stalking is dangerous, and it can lead to other things, and you don't want to be not responsible, but you don't want to be a reason why somebody didn't get the help they need in time. So, y'all be good, be safe. I'm out. Um, this has been Real Time with Prince Blue. I'll see y'all later. One day I'm gonna get some damn intro and outro music, because this shit be totally awkward. But I don't have it yet. So see